Today we're going to make a loaf of whole wheat bread. This is a quick method so you can have a loaf of bread ready in a couple of hours. First thing you're going to do is put 2 cups of whole wheat flour into a large bowl. Then you're going to add 1/2 cup of all-purpose or bread flour if you prefer, and mix them together. Next, add 2 teaspoons of instant or active dry yeast and stir them into the mixture. Now add 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt and mix them together. Now we're going to prepare the wet ingredients. To a small bowl, add 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 cup of milk that you've heated to about 110 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Then whisk the mixture together. Now add the wet ingredients to the flour mixture and mix until all the ingredients have been moistened. Now spread flour on your work surface and turn your dough mixture out into the flour. Make sure your hands are floured pretty well before you start this. Make sure the surface, top and bottom, are covered with flour to make it easier to work with. Now take each corner, fold it across, turn it a 1/4 turn, and do the same thing. Take a corner, fold it across, turn it a 1/4 turn. Keep doing that until you've done that about between 50 and 60 times on the dough. Make sure you keep the flour on the top and bottom of the dough so it doesn't stick. Now cover your dough ball with a kitchen towel or a piece of loose fitting plastic wrap and let it sit for about 10 minutes. This would be a good time to set your oven to 375 degrees. Once the dough has rested, take a greased 8.5 by 4 inch loaf pan, take your dough ball and shape it into a loaf and drop it in the pan. Cover the pan with a kitchen towel or a loose fitting piece of plastic and let it sit for 30 minutes. When it rises to about an inch above the lip of the pan, it's ready to cook. Place the pan in your 375 degree oven for 15 minutes. After about 15 minutes, cover it with a tent foil and continue cooking for another 15 minutes or until it reaches 195 degrees internal temperature. Once it's ready, dump it out on a cooling rack and let it cool for at least 10 minutes before you cut it. The best part is cutting it, put a little butter on it, and eating the fresh bread. Once you've cut the bread, it needs to be wrapped tightly in saran wrap to keep the moisture in. This bread will stay fresh for a day or so if you keep it wrapped well. This bread is easy to make, has fairly simple ingredients, and can be prepared so that it's ready in a couple hours. I hope you enjoy it.